Hi, welcome back. This is Professor C with Math Made Easy, and we're with part 2 with Operations with Scientific Notations. So in the previous video, I showed you guys how to add and subtract. Part 2 is going to focus on multiplying and dividing numbers with scientific notation. Again, adding and subtraction have one set of rules or concept. Multiplying and dividing uses a little bit of a different strategy. So let's check this out. I have this problem for multiplication. 3 times 10 to the second power, and I put it in parentheses so you can see that this is actually one number. And I multiplied it times 5 times 10 to the 4th. Okay? Now, with this problem, I want to multiply my coefficients first. The coefficients are the numbers that do not have an exponent, okay? They come before the base and its exponent in both examples, or both numbers, okay? So, if I multiply 3 times 5, we realize that that is 15. Good. Adding exponents is the second part. Remember, with the exponent rules, when I see multiplication, I want to add exponents that have the same base. So if I take my 2 exponents, 2 plus 4, my new exponent would be 6. 2 plus 4. Okay? The last step, guys, is to put it all together. So I take the number that I multiplied and I rewrite my base and my exponent. But am I completely done? Actually, no, because this 15 is not a number between 1 and 10. So we have to rewrite this number into scientific notation correctly. Remember, 15 has a decimal place here. That means if I want to get it between 1 and 10, I have to move 1 decimal place. So therefore, my final answer would be 1.5 times 10 to the 7th. Because I moved 1 decimal place, so 1 more than 6 is how we reach 7. Okay, good. Let's take division, for instance. Let's say, for instance, I have the number 6 times 10 to the 9th divided by 2 times 10 to the 4th. Okay? In this case, we don't want to multiply because we have division. We actually want to divide them. So I'm going to divide my coefficients. And when I divide my coefficients, and I want to write that down so I can see it every time. Okay? So 6 divided by 2 is 3. Okay? The second part is my exponent rule. I don't want to add this time. I actually want to subtract. That's right. So I look at my exponents. Same base, different exponents, subtract. So that is 10 to the 9th minus 4, which really equals 10 to the 5th. And again, the last step, put it all together, and let's see if we actually have a number in scientific notation. So my coefficient was 3. My base with my exponent is 10 to the 5th. There's nothing else for me to do now because my 3 is a number between 1 and 10. So we stop here. So 6 times 10 to the 9th divided by 2 times 10 to the 4th really equals 3 times 10 to the 5th. So in these 2 lessons, you were just shown how to add, subtract, multiply, and divide numbers in scientific notations. Be on the lookout for